Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome back to the Soul Brothers channel. And today we're going to be talking about some of the shoes that I'm very excited about that's coming out in the next couple of months, maybe in the next month or two. And there have been leaks of all of these shoes already, but these are the shoes that I'm particularly very excited about. So let's get started off with the Under Armour, or I guess the Curry brand, Curry 9. And I would say this is probably the most uninteresting shoe on this list because it's probably going to perform exactly the same as the Curry 8, and that is definitely a good thing. It's not a bad thing at all, and I feel like it's going to be pretty much the exact same as the Curry 8 because they're using the same exact flow, midsole, and I guess like kind of outsole. There is no rubber outsole, so the Curry 8 had phenomenal god tier traction, and I feel like the Curry 9 is probably going to be the same. The cushion probably going to be the same as well. I mean, hopefully they softened up the Curry 9 cushion a little bit, but as you guys all know, Curry's line has been really bad for cushion. I mean, it's a very responsive feel, usually very low to the ground with okay impact protection, but yeah, I mean, it's never really been amazing, you know what I mean? So I feel like the Curry 9, not expecting a whole lot. Materials are obviously different, so I mean, I feel like the Curry 8 materials, just from like initial leaks of the Curry 9, the Curry 8 is a very nice material. It has a stretchy knit collar and I guess tongue area. The Curry 9 is using a tongue, a traditional tongue, so I guess it does have more padding, so it might be a little bit cozier. But as far as the forefoot material, I guess it does look pretty similar to like a knit or a textile material, but I guess that is a little bit of a difference there. The next shoe that I'm very excited about is the Zoom GT Jump. I mean, just looking at the cushioning setup, it looks absolutely insane, right? So it's pretty much double stacked full length Zoom, which is absolutely insane. I don't think that's ever been done before. It's pretty much, it actually isn't, but pretty much it is. So we have a full length Zoom Air Strobel unit. We got a P-Bax jump frame, right? And then underneath that, we have a heel Zoom unit and then a 4-foot Zoom Air unit, which is, it looks super thick, not very articulated. And yeah, it's probably going to be very bouncy. It looks great as well. I mean, Jokic brought it out with this colorway. It's a very colorful colorway. It looks kind of weird, but we can definitely see the crazy Zoom unit. So I'm very excited to see how that feels. You know, hopefully it's not too stiff or anything, you know, because it does look like the P-Bax is like plastic, but P-Bax isn't really plastic. It's like a foam, right? So we'll have to see how it stays stable in like the heel area, because you know where that swoosh is, it actually does look like it's plastic. Hopefully it's just foam, but I don't know, we'll have to see on that. The materials, I mean, it looks like a regular Hyperdome. It has kind of like an old school vibe, but with futuristic technology, with kind of like that Zoom unit, especially with it being exposed and stuff like that. So I really like how it looks. I'm super excited about it. Hopefully it's not too much, you know what I mean, just like the Zoom GT Run was for me in the 4-foot, but I am very excited to try it out. Next, we got the Kyrie 8. So the Kyrie 8 actually looks really nice. You know, I'm liking the aesthetic so far. Kyrie was seen playing in it or practicing in it, and we already know what the tech is. You know, we have a Zoom Strobel unit in the 4-foot, which I don't know. I feel like it's probably going to be very similar to the Zoom GT Run. So hopefully it's not like too much. And also hopefully it's not like a negative offset, you know, because in the Zoom GT Run, the Zoom unit actually bulges up so that your foot kind of like comes up a little bit in the 4-foot, right? So usually when you're wearing a shoe, it's like this, right? Your heel is higher than your 4-foot. But in that shoe, it felt a little bit like this. So hopefully that's not how it feels in the Kyrie 8. But the cushion obviously is probably going to be the best that we've seen in a Kyrie line. The traction, I mean, Kyrie's usually always have great traction, so I'm not really too worried about the traction. And also the outsole curvatures there, which I always love. As far as the materials go, it looks very similar to the Kyrie 6, so that kind of sucks, and aesthetically it looks like a Kyrie. So it's not like, I guess I'm not super excited about it, but I am pretty excited about the cushioning setup and also how that's going to feel. Next, we got the Lebron 19. The Lebron 19 actually was supposed to come out October 1st, or that was the rumored release date for like the Space Jam colorway and stuff like that, but it didn't come out, sadly, you know, but I am pretty damn excited to try it out. You know, I don't know why I always get excited for LeBrons, and then I try it out and it's like, I mean, it's nice, it's fun to play in, but it's never really in my rotation. It's never really my favorite shoe to play in because it's just too heavy, it's too high up off the ground. It's usually kind of like unstable and stuff, but the LeBron 19 looks a little bit different, right? The cushioning setup looks like lower to the ground than his previous models. It's probably gonna still be kind of high up, but it looks a little bit lower than his other shoes. Also, the cushioning setup looks absolutely insane. I don't know what they mean by double chambered or dual chambered air unit in the heel, but it looks nice. There's probably going to be an insane amount of compression. And in the forefoot, we got that crazy large volume zoom unit. I don't know, like I really like this full length zoom unit in the LeBron 18 though. So we'll have to see on how that feels, but it's probably going to be very, very bouncy. Materials, I feel like they kind of took a step back with it's like a synthetic material versus like the knit posit in the 18, 17, 16, and 15. But it's probably going to be a lot thinner. So hopefully the LeBron 19 is a very, very light shoe. I mean, it's probably going to be kind of heavy, you know, because it's a LeBron shoe, but hopefully it's lighter than his previous models that have been like 15, 16 ounces. Hopefully the LeBron 19 is like around the 13 ounce mark, maybe even 14 ounces. But yeah, I mean, honestly, it looks great too. You know, it's a pretty cool looking shoe, and I'm very excited about that cushioning setup. All right, and last but not least, we got the Harden Volume 6, which honestly didn't really get a whole lot of press. You know, LeBron came out on media day, he was wearing the LeBron 19, and everyone's like, oh, it's a new LeBron 19, LeBron's wearing it. And then Curry was also wearing his new shoe, the Curry 9, that everyone posted it up. But then like James Harden was wearing the Harden Volume 6. It was an all white colorway, I believe, and no one really made any type of news about it, which is pretty interesting. You know, like I guess no one really cares about it. I don't know what it is, but it looks pretty nice. Well, I mean, like I guess you can't really go wrong with the triple white. So we'll have to see the upcoming colorways. The other colorways that have leaked didn't look very good, but those were like kind of samples. So hopefully they didn't mess it up in the Harden Volume 6 like they did in the Harden Volume 5, you know what I mean? But I mean, like Harden's line has always been really, really good. The 1 through 4 has been really nice. Or I guess the 1 through 3. The 4 was okay. The 5 was pretty bad. So hopefully the 6 is the redeeming shoe, because it's been kind of not so nice for the past 2 years in my opinion. So yeah, I mean, like I've always enjoyed Harden's shoe, so I am very excited about the 6. Also, of course, we have LaMelo Ball's shoe, the MB1. We have some better pictures of it. You know, he was wearing it in a game, I believe. It looks pretty nice. I don't really like the mid cut all too much. Hopefully it doesn't hinder like ankle mobility too much, but it looks pretty cool. So that should be coming out soon. And of course the Dame 8. I mean, Damian Lillard's shoe line has been very, very solid. And I guess the cushioning setup is what I'm pretty much most excited about. They're using, I believe it's called Bounce Pro or Bounce Plus. I think it was Bounce Pro. You know, the Dame 6 and the Dame 7 was actually very, very nice with the full length Light Strike. Hopefully the Bounce Pro is the same. Maybe a little bit bouncier than Light Strike. I don't know, we'll have to see. But we also saw some on-foot shots with Damian Lillard wearing the Dame 8. And last but not least, I guess we do have Paul George's shoe. You know, the PG5 has been out for a while. One thing that I noticed is that Paul George never wore the PG5. Like during the season, he was wearing like the PG2 and the PG 2.5. And I guess, I don't know if I saw the 1 as much, but he was wearing those a lot. So I don't know what his problem was with the 5. I'm actually very curious as to why he never wore the 5, but I saw a good amount of NBA players playing the PG5, I feel like. So it can't be a terrible performer, so I don't know why he didn't. But anyways, the PG6, we have absolutely no leaks on, so I'm very curious as to what it's going to look like, and also the tech. I mean, I feel like the tech isn't going to be that nice, but I guess from the 4 and the 5 it did have full length air strobe, which is super nice. So hopefully we'll see the same exact cushioning setup, but hopefully the aesthetic is a little bit better. The 4 and the 5 was not it. The 4 and the 5 was terrible. You know, the 1 and the 2 looked great. The 3 was alright. The 4 and the 5 was just, like, in my opinion, it looked pretty bad. So hopefully the 6 is the redeeming shoe as well in Paul George's line. But then, I mean, his past shoes were always great. You know, 1, 2, 3, and 4 I really enjoyed. The 5 was pretty nice as well. Not my favorite though. Also, are we going to see a shoe from Jordan Brand for Jason Tatum and Luka Doncic? We have no idea. I mean, they're signed to them, and I feel like Jordan Brand should. I mean, Zion got a shoe, but I feel like, you know, they had like we're gonna give you a first signature shoe, like pretty much right away in his contract for Zion. So, and I don't think they had it for Luka and Jason Tatum. So anyways, I feel like they should though. I feel like Jason Tatum and Luka are good enough for a signature shoe. You know, if Trae Young is getting a shoe, I feel like they should, you know what I mean? And also they're very popular. I definitely feel like they would move sales and definitely sell a good amount of pairs for Jordan Brand if they had a signature shoe. But then like, who would be wearing Jordan's like kind of main shoe though? You know what I mean? I guess they do have a good amount of people signed, but like Bradley Beal is signed with Jordan Brand. But I guess like having your main shoe worn by like big athletes like Jason Tatum and Luka is pretty important. I wonder what Jordan Brand is thinking, but hopefully that happens in the next coming year. But anyways, that about wraps it up. Tell us what you guys are excited about down in the comment section below. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.